Next onto the stage, I'd like to welcome Amanda Coban, who is going to talk to us about managing an alternative online community. Amanda is part of the editorial team that manages the world's leading alt culture publication, Bazaar. She runs her social media channels and interacts with the magazine's readers on a daily basis, which she's going to tell us about today. So, Amanda, thank you.
Hello, all right. My name's Amanda, or at Amanda Coban on Twitter, and I am here to talk about my role as communities editor for Bazaar magazine. There's an instant clip. Just so we're all clear, I'm definitely from Bazaar magazine on the left and not Harper's Bazaar magazine on the right. There's nothing more awkward than having a conversation with someone and they go, "Oh yeah, Bazaar." Oh no, actually, you've got the wrong end of the stick. It's not that shelf, it's a few up. But there's no problem with that. Just a little bit of background about the magazine. It is known as the world's leading alternative culture magazine. It's been going for 15 years. It's published by Dennis Publishing, and it's produced by the hard-working editorial team, Blackthorn Communications. We're a monthly magazine which is distributed internationally, and it's also available online via Zinio. It's censored online on Zinio. Talking of censorship, just very briefly, Bazaar magazine's recently being distributed in a black modesty bag, as you see there. This is posted by some guy on Instagram, due to the recent Lose the Lads Mags campaign by the UK Feminista group. Bazaar's been grouped into the Lads Mags category, even though 48% of our readers are women, including me, previously. Talking of me briefly, I wasn't your average kid. I was part of a creative family. Well, I am part of a creative family. We've always had interesting Halloweens. I've always had peculiar interests and a macabre sense of humour, which probably led an inadvertent path to Bazaar's door. I finished uni in 2011 with a degree in fine art and in illustration, and I had no idea in my third year what to do. I've been subscribing to Bazaar for a number of years and decided to look into whether they took on work experience kids. I thought I could help with their readers' art section, or dark art, or just something. So I thought I could do something. So I worked there in the offices for a month, met the brilliant team, had a blast, and thankfully it landed me this job eventually. From reading the magazine for so many years, in a way I almost picked up the house writing style. I knew what sort of language they used, I knew what kind of weird features they had. I didn't plan to have a career in social media. Just to give you an idea of the sort of online audience we have, on Facebook we've got 128,000 likes. On Twitter, which we've recently been verified, we've got 43,000 followers, and our Tumblr blog has 3,000 followers. And it's through these busy social media channels that I source content for my section of the magazine, which is called Your Bazaar. In there we've got the readers' letters, their modelling pictures under the Ultra Vixens. We've got their readers' art and their tattoos, which they send in. For the letters pages, if they've had a particularly fun weekend, if they've got a cool tattoo, if they've broken a bone and they've taken a cool picture of it, they send it in to us and it comes through to me. We'll get tweets from our subscribers who receive the issue a week early, and they'll give their stamp of approval or disapproval about particular features that we've got in the magazine, which is pretty cool. This slide is especially for Sharon. I don't know if you've seen her talk, Why the Keep Calm Meme Must Die, but I do recommend it. I'm sad to say this beautifully illustrates my point. The good thing about Bazaar is the real sense of community, and that's in the magazine and online as well. The alternative scene has been pretty much the underdog of society, and to be frank, we kind of like it that way. Well, I certainly do. But we're seeing more of it in the mainstream media eye, which is cool. And the readers have been supporting the magazines, but I hear from some that have been reading for 10 years or even from issue 1, which is ace. And I don't think there's a brand that it's a brand that someone can just step into. I think you have to kind of be one of the weird ones. It does genuinely help. Talking of weird ones, I'm going to finish now just with some examples of some emails. When I check my phone and I've got a new email and I read the subject line, there are some that I have to take a deep breath before I click open, especially if they've got attachments. So, in reverse order. Number 3, women licking door handles. No attachments. Number 2, the human centipede for real. My all-time favourite. Star Wars, Part 2, Revenge of the Sith. That one's going in the magazine shortly, so be sure to check it out. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thank you for letting me in.